Hello.
And there we have it. Hello. Good to see you.
Yes, you too. We haven't seen each other in a while since available last, but good to be back.
Yeah, this webinar series has been interesting. This is part 4, but let me first introduce us. So we are Education Services. My name's Dr. Philippa Fabry, and I'm joined tonight by my colleague, Leandre Becker. And we are Education Services, and we've been doing these webinars now every Wednesday during February, and we've been discussing homework and the ins and outs of, I suppose, trying to create a healthy homework habit with your children so that they learn the importance of doing homework and, I suppose, being responsible, right, for their homework, that mom and dad are not the ones having to always, you know, force it and try to do homework at the wrong times. We've spoken about some of the mistakes that parents make with regards to homework. We've gone through the right habits, the 7 habits for instilling, good, effective habits with regards to homework. But we're not going to talk about that tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages. And I'm sure some of the parents, if there are any parents watching, by the way, please say hi and give us your comments and questions in the comments. We really want this to be an engaging, hopefully 20 or so minutes. But have you read the 5 Love Languages book, Leandri, or do you know anything about it?
I have read it quite a few years back. It is very insightful. I enjoyed it. So it will be good to just like quickly go through them and refresh the memory. But yeah, I have, but as I said, it's a few years back.
Yeah, and I think they are relevant to us as well, as adults. I mean, I've remembered reading the book and thinking, how do these love languages relate to me and my husband, in our relationship? And then I read it again as a parent and thinking, now how do these love languages relate to my children? How can I develop better relationships with my children using their dominant love languages? So I think we're going to talk about the 5 love languages, and I'm going to use some props so that we keep everybody watching.
Yes.
Do you want to go through them quickly? The 5 ones
Yeah.
are.
So yeah, as we obviously we chose also love languages due to the fact that we are in the month of love. It is a book that was written by Gary Chapman, and the 5 love languages that we will discuss is words of affirmation, gifts, quality time, physical touch, and acts of service. So yeah, let's unpack them and see what we've got.
Yeah, okay. So remember now we are relating these to our children and how we can use our child's dominant love language to create a positive homework time. Between when it's time for homework, sometimes it's at the end of a busy day, we're stressed, we're tired, sometimes we're hungry, and we're trying to now do homework. And so I think if we use the first one that I've got here is words of affirmation. And I think with regards to words of affirmation, you can see that some children thrive on praise and encouragement and compliments, being told that, we appreciate you. When we hear good reports from school, it's great for us as parents to be able to acknowledge our children for what they're doing at school. So words of affirmation, in other words, genuine praise and encouragement. Some of our kids, really do thrive on those words of affirmation. So yeah, how would we apply that to homework time, would you say?
Yeah, so during homework time, I think it's important to offer those words. You can tell them that you believe in their abilities, express your pride in the hard work that they are doing, instead of focusing on criticism or provide constructive feedback. So I think the words that you as a parent speak into your child's life, especially if something like where they struggle, that is very important if they are someone who likes words of affirmation or thrives on.
Yeah. And also that you're there to support them. Yeah,
Yeah.
that they don't have to have everything going right. They don't have to know it all. We are here, we're going to do this together. And if we make mistakes, it's okay. We just move on. So words of affirmation is the first one. And then the second one is acts of service. And if your child is somebody that, really enjoys it when you as a parent does special things for them. So acts of service would be things like, preparing their snacks for homework time, that they've got something nice to eat, organizing their space in their room if they have a specific area where they do their homework or where they study, that they love it when you come in there and help them just to be organized, tidy up their books if need be. I'm not talking about now doing everything for them so that they don't learn responsibility, but just when they can see that you've made an effort to help. If they see mom or dad coming in and just helping with the little things, they really respond well to when you do special things for them. So acts of service is the second one. And Leandri's going to talk about how we apply that to homework time.
Yeah, so I think just prior to homework, before we start with homework, it's important to create a very organized and inviting workspace and environment.
Hmm.
And offer assistance when it's needed, but encourage their independence and their problem-solving skills, and just show them that you are there to support them. Um, Children feel like when they've got someone that they can rely on. I think that is a very good act of service that you as a parent can provide, is just being there and be supportive.
Right. Right. So now we've spoken about words of affirmation, we've spoken about acts of service, and now we're going to talk about the third one, which is all about receiving gifts. But now I don't want you to think, parents, I don't want you to think of now we have to go out and buy our children big expensive gifts and we're spoiling them and we're showering showering them with presents. It's more little tokens of appreciation. It's little surprises that you might leave in their pencil bag when they are coming to do homework, or having little treats that they are don't expect. So small little treats or surprises that they don't expect. I know with my son as well, he loved it when I used to for snack time, study snacks, when there was a little like box of Smarties or packet of jelly tots, and every sort of 10 minutes or so, we would say, okay, let's eat 5. Let's do another 10 minutes and I will eat another 5, because he really did require external motivation, call it a bribe, whatever. But it worked for him. It just kept him going. If he could have something, something nice that he was having while he was busy studying. So
Yes.
let's talk about how to bring that into homework.
Yeah, I think I was exactly like your son. I also enjoyed having my little treats coming from school, so I do understand that one. But I think, yeah, just use small rewards as incentive for completing homework tasks. Occasionally, you can do something a little bit bigger, surprise them with an educational gift like a book or stationery. But I think it's important to celebrate the achievements, and maybe like at the end of the exams or tests or homework or studying or whatever, you can have a special or outing planned for them, something that they can look forward to.
Mm. Yeah, I think so. You know, it's all these little things that maybe we don't give too much thought to. But if we know that this is really what our children require and need, it's simple things, you know. So, okay, so we've done three. We've done words of affirmation, we've done acts of service, and we've done gifts. So let's move on to number 4, which is quality time,
Yes.
right? And and quality time literally means one-on-one time that they are able to spend with you. So if your child is someone who really cherishes spending one-on-one time with you or your partner, where there's that individual attention, undivided attention, just you and them. And, you know, if you feel that your child is someone that craves attention, that's their love language. And they are asking for, you know, just give me time with you one on one. And let's see how we can incorporate this into the homework routine.
Yes. So I think it's important for a child who thrives on quality time, for a parent to set out some at a time for homework and for you to be present and to be there for your child during time, be available for them to ask questions, or have discussions about the work that they have done. And you
Mm.
can also make time a shared activity by also taking your own work and maybe sitting with them at the table or wherever your guys are sitting doing homework. You do your work and they do their work, and they feel, you know, just the presence of someone being there would be sufficient for them. Quality time, then they feel.
Yeah. So it's quality time spent together. And if homework happens to be, you know, the catalyst that you're using homework to have this quality time, then so be it. And that is why homework can be really a special bonding time, if it is
Yeah.
used that way, and it doesn't become stressful and doesn't become, you know, a battle of wills or an argument or a meltdown or temper tantrums. That's not what we are wanting. You know, we're really wanting homework to be used to have that one-on-one time, just to catch up at the end of the day. And yes, if we are sitting together reading a book, that's great. If we're sitting together writing out some words, you know, that's great. Doing maths, whatever it is. So that is number 4. And then number 5 is physical touch. And physical touch is, again, some children crave affection. They crave to be held and hugged. And if your child is somebody that loves affection, then, you know, when you are doing homework, sit together, snuggle up on the bed, let them sit on your lap and read, you know, have the high fives, have the hugs, have the, you know, tickling their arm while they are doing their spelling or whatever it is. It's just that absolute skin on skin, which again, I don't think as parents, if your child needs that, what a wonderful opportunity to use homework time to give them that physical touch. We often are just running around like crazy people, and now we have to sit together and do homework, 20 minutes or whatever it is. Let's, you know, sit together, snuggle up, and just have that special time.
Yes, and I think it's important to start and end homework time with something like a high five or a hug, as you said. When your child faces difficulty, provide reassurance by giving them some physical contact, even if it's a pat on the back, or you know, something small, touching their hands. But just to create a very warm and supportive atmosphere during study sessions would help these children thrive.
Yeah, and also remember that your children might evolve through these different stages. You know, where one stage they might be very physical and they might love affection, and you think, okay, this is their primary love language. But going into the teenage years, where maybe they are less inclined to come for hugs or, you know, have that physical touch. It's just a phase. Maybe eventually when they get out of the teenage years, they will come back again for those hugs and high fives. So I think it is just important to check in with your kids. Check in with them. How are they doing? What do they need? They will show you. They will tell you if they need the hug, or if they just want a high five, or if they just want a, hey, well done. I see you. I'm proud of you, or whatever it is. So it's important to check in with your children. Ask how they're feeling. Ask what they enjoy most. How would they want you to support them?
Yeah.
So it's just having that communication between your kids, between you and your children.
Yeah, and I think after listening to everything and doing this webinar series, if you still feel like things aren't going as well as they should or could, you are more than welcome to contact us at Education Services. I'm sure our details will be on this soon. Yes, just send us a message, send us an email, talk to us, and maybe we can help.
I'm just going to put the number up on the screen now quickly. That we do have a WhatsApp helpline for parents to use or for teachers to use. And that helpline is honestly open 24/7. If you're in crisis mode and you're struggling with homework, it's 8 o'clock at night and you don't know what to do and you just needing some support, why not you just give us a WhatsApp and let us know what you're struggling with in the moment. We will do our best to reply and give you some guidance. Like I said, we're there, we're here. It's free to WhatsApp us. It's free to get advice over the phone. That's what we are here for. We want to support parents. We want to be there for teachers. We just want to be available. It's not easy. There's no manual sometimes for parenting. There are lots of books, but there's no book that is going to tell you everything there is to know. It's all about hit and miss a lot of time, trial and error, and making sure that you've got your support team around you, and that you just, where you need help, the help is just a WhatsApp away. So on that note, we've just gone and it's 20 minutes. Is there anything else to add before we sign off?
No, I think I just want parents not to feel alone. We see a lot of conversations happening on Facebook and on different kind of groups where people, ask questions. We just want to support and want to help. So please feel free to contact us. We are always ready and always willing to share knowledge and to maybe just give some little bit of guidance. So yeah, I think our webinar series was good. I think there's a lot more to it. So if you are a teacher and you want to book and you're in Port Elizabeth or even wherever in South Africa, we can do an online webinar type of thing as well. So if there's a lot more to it, we can go into much more details. So yeah, please reach out to us if you feel like this was a very good webinar series, and then we'll see if we can maybe book a presentation for your school.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Actually, I did forget to say that we are on Facebook. There's an Education Services group, which is a private group, but we love having parents in there that are like-minded and who are just really wanting support for their children. So the Education Services Facebook group. And then we also have emails that we send through emails once a week. So if you'd like to subscribe to our emails so that you get, a weekly newsletter, that's also, we just need to have your email address, so you can pop us a DM or send us a WhatsApp with your email address and we can add you onto the subscriber group. We really do want to reach out and support. And so that's what this is all about. The homework seems to have been a hot topic, which is why we chose February to do homework. We are seeing a lot of comments on Facebook from parents struggling, saying it's taking too long, saying the children are tired and they're cranky and they're crying and it's upsetting. So that is why we decided to use homework as the topic for February. March, we'll have another theme. And maybe if you give us some ideas of what you would like support about, or anything that you would like us to include for March, again, you're more than welcome. We want to hear from you, and we will provide you with as much valuable content as we can. Right,
Yes.
so on that note, thank you so much, Leandri, for joining me. It was lovely having your company, as always. And
Thank you
thank
so
you
much.
to the parents who were watching. Thank you. And we will say good night and play out with our little tune.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye now.